So here we go. And
If Phil loses, I have to win both of my games, and then we have to go to Ace.
They always lacked for the loading screens.
So sorry.
One thing they truly have lacked. But here we go. Loading up. We will be seeing Cyrain as the pink Terran. He will be going up against our buddy PhotoSynth here. We'll be spawning as the red Protoss player. Now, like I said here, this patio offers a lot of really cool stuff. I know I'm harping on it, but it really does. Reapers right here. You can jump in the main base, get out really quickly. Now, we do have the natural expansion here. It's reminiscent. Well, I guess I wouldn't say it's still got high ground advantage. So we have that, and we only have one way into it down this main ramp right here. So it's still pretty defensible. You can go ahead and wall off here. You could try to do like a cannon fast expand or something of that nature, or you can just wall off regularly with your gateways. And this will allow you to deny any sort of like, well, I say wall off. I assume there's a Zerg on the field, as that's what I've been playing lately. But that's not the case. There are no Zergs. So walling off can be detrimental for you as you're setting yourself up for those buildings to be sniped. And it's just not, it's no bueno. It's no bueno. So right now, what are we seeing from our players? Pretty bread and butter stuff coming here from Cyrain. I hope I'm saying that right. I know I'm not, but it's just going to have to be the way it is. So anyway, same here, PhotoSynth. Actually, PhotoSynth, surprised he hasn't grabbed a simulator yet. Might be going for a fast command. I don't know. As you generally see PhotoSynth grabbing a simulator right here. There we go. So a little delayed. I'm not really sure. It's not that big a deal, as really early on gas isn't going to be that super important for the Protoss player unless he's going to be going for some sort of early tech. As we can see, we've seen Void Rays become quite popular in Phoenix as well. Phoenix, of course, becoming that much more effective with the time being reduced on their build time. So right there, this rack will be finishing up here and cranking out these Marines. We'll be going ahead and grabbing the orbital command as well. And as far as guesstimates go, really not seeing much. Actually, PhotoSynth not even occupying his assimilator right now. That's kind of odd. I don't know what he's up to. I'm curious. This has piqued my interest. I really don't think that this is just lack of skill or being distracted. I really think he's up to something, and I really want to know what it is. I can't get in his mind. I'm not psychic. So, oh, there we go. So he will actually be grabbing it right now. Timing just to get the 50 gas. Not really sure. There's a lot of possibilities right there. Meanwhile, though,
wait, what?
Right there,
what is he doing, Jordan? Tell me.
The one Marine just kind of
I have no idea what he's doing.
He fucked up. That there's going to be no scouting probes getting in here and figuring out what exactly is going on. Now, we do have a second rack coming down here for Cyrain, and Cyrain is actually doing something very similar to what we saw. Oh my God. As we saw the teal player, the teal Terran. Why can I not think of his name now? This is so terrible. Well, anyway, the other Terran player, holy crap. Instead of opening up with a Reaper, we'll be actually grabbing a Marauder first. So, not you wanting to use the Reaper as any sort of harassment tool or as a scout, as that really is what we saw the Reaper used last time, was with scouting purposes. So, right now, just going to be hanging out here. Now, this 2-rack opener leaves us a couple of options. We're not going to go full bio, and it does leave us the opportunity to also expand pretty early, as we actually see a couple of SCVs moving out as well.
Alright,
so
I'm not too mad about it. He's fast expanding, so this is okay.
Now let's go ahead and take a look and see what our players are aware of, as Cyrain is not aware of the expansion. Now he will be expanding along with himself. He will be expanding himself. Jesus. So tongue-tied today. It stayed up way too late last night. Meanwhile, though, PhotoSynth is not aware of the expansion well, and is only really aware of that one rack. So he's going to be hanging out here, and he's going to be kind of caught off guard by how many units we're going to have popping up. 3 SCVs, 2 Marauders, 2 Marines. Now,
oh my gosh, that was terrible micro.
PhotoSynth to deal with. He doesn't have the warp gate technology open yet.
Oh my goodness, this micro is failing him.
Did he just kill that? Yes, the SCV just got the kill for that Stalker. So right now, these 3 Marauders are going to be applying a lot of pressure, and we need to be seeing Stalkers coming out of PhotoSynth, because these Stalkers are going to be the only thing that's going to be able to deal with these Marauders with this concussive shell. They will be attacking this pylon. Now, the warp gate technology just now finished up, so we could be seeing
warp gates, morph to warp gates.
momentarily. And this Nexus is about to be a lot of trouble. And we can see PhotoSynth in a very bad position here as he needs to keep this. If he loses this Nexus, it's going to be very difficult for him to come back from this.
Okay, go.
So here we go. We see the Warp 8 technology finishing up here. We have 2 Stalkers finishing up right there. So 2... Oh, there we go. Yes, actually, we'll be moving back there. So the 2 Zealots moving up here with the 3 Stalkers and the 3 Probes.
Oh
and it looks like Cyrain does not really want to have any of that right there. And we'll be moving back. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see a bunker go down there, as he had plenty of time to put down a bunker, and that bunker would have been very difficult to deal with for PhotoSynth, because PhotoSynth didn't have the army to deal with that. And if those Marauders were kiting those units, meanwhile, you know, the Zealots trying to get a hold of the SCV or whatever, it could have been very, very difficult for PhotoSynth to defend against that appropriately. So meanwhile, though, now that it's settled down a little bit and things are returning back to normal, another little drone or probe transfer right there. PhotoSynth doing an excellent job here.
Wow, Phil has a huge
his
worker
probe count is way high right now. He's getting a 12
that's pretty good.
lead at this point. We'll be going ahead and actually grabbing the weapons upgrade.
He probably needs
It's
some tech
very
right
important.
now.
He's only sitting on 3 warp gates currently. Now, he could definitely use a couple more warp gates, if not a robo facility, as that's really what we would want to be seeing at this point. A robo facility, Stargate, Twilight Council, something, spice it up, as he needs more production units as his economy is about to explode. There we go. Yes, 3 more gateways will be coming down.
Mid, Justin?
So he's about to be punked out. That many more
try.
gateway units. Now, for Cyrain here, actually, it's very,
Oops,
very
my bad.
similar
Wrong bad.
to Synthesis.
Lol.
You know what? I'm going to cheat. Since I cannot remember that to save my life. Stellums! There we go!
Steven, we should...
Stellums! He's
on,
doing
Rick.
something very similar to Stellums here.
Okay.
Gonna go ahead, get the expansion, getting the 3 racks, getting dual engineering base. Now, this is going to be very crucial for the late game. But Cyrain needs to stay up to date and up in pace with PhotoSynth as far as upgrades go. And it looks like he's actually going to be outdoing him. Oh, me, oh my. I did not put myself on busy. Balam. So, that's my buddy. He's actually at the local tournament right there. Meanwhile, though, PhotoSynth putting up the pylon here in the upper corner, and will be looking to go ahead and enable himself to reinforce on the fly. And this scouting factory is going to be compromised right here, as he will be shot down. But, of course, he does know what's going on now, and Cyrain's going to be able to better deal with this, as we do see 2 bunkers being queued up here. So the bunkers will be on the way. Not sure if they're going to be finishing up in time, but there are a lot of Marauders up here on this high ground.
If he
2
does a good
Marauders,
split,
8
he'll be
Marines going
perfect.
up against 10 Zealots and 7
If he
Stalkers
can...
and 5 Sentries. So right now, I'm not really sure if PhotoSynth's going to have enough to deal with this, but here we go.
He has plus
4
1
Zealots
too,
showing
good.
up here. Another pylon going down. Medevac showing up as well. And the pressure is
the
about to be applied. The
bunkers are going up, though.
Probe went up there, gave his life for ire, and so we now know what exactly is going on here. And I'm not really sure if PhotoSynth's going to be able to bust this. And you can see that he's hesitating here.
I don't think he can
as
bust this.
getting
He's
his
just going to
Zealots in
pull
order
workers.
and looking to continue to reinforce here, but I'm not sure if it's
Well,
going
he
to
already
enough.
pulled
See
workers,
more
so
Stalkers,
it's
more
okay.
Zealots,
We'll see what
and more
happens.
Sentries showing up here. But here we go. Balls to the wall, and we see the force fields coming down.
Force field up,
and
baby,
SCV's
force.
getting up here in the way as well. Guardian Shield not getting in contact with these Zealots.
He just blocked his own
Very
Zealot.
crucial. They need to
Yeah,
be
he
within
did.
inside this Guardian Shield, because that damage mitigation, it was going to be huge here. More force fields going down here, denying any sort of attack, counterattack right now. PhotoSynth continuing to reinforce with Zealot. Not sure if that's exactly the best call here, as we do want to see the range DPS down
like
there,
what?
as we see the STEM Marines and Marauders
This is
actually
okay,
getting
this is
pretty
okay.
ballsy.
Oh,
and another
yeah.
chunk of the army getting cut to shreds
Oh,
right here,
yeah,
as he's
dude,
going to be
so nice.
absolutely unable to reinforce, unable to retreat, as we see the Marauders stemming once again. So PhotoSynth doing a great job of slicing and dicing.
I don't
his
like
army
how
right
high
here,
Phil's minerals
reinforcing
are,
with
though.
more Zealots. Do we have enough energy here for more Guardian Shields? Yes, we do. These Zealots need to be underneath the guys with this Guardian Shield, because it's going to be about 50% damage mitigation while they're underneath it, so they need to soak up the damage that's coming from these Marauders and Marines, as they do have the stim upgrade, and the DPS that they can throw out is just astronomical when you really sit down and think about it, especially the Marines when they're upgraded, as we see 1-1 upgrades coming from them at this point. And we only see the 1 upgrade for PhotoSynth at this point, and he needs to be cranking that as well. As we look at his minerals, he's got enough for it. He could do it, and he does have the robotics facility on the way. So, yeah, I mean, he's just camping out and having a great time right now because he's getting his second expansion online. He's got great saturation.
I like how Phil's taking
great
this third. I really
saturation
like that.
on his natural. Not getting the gas right here, so I'm not really sure about that. But also, great placement of these cannons. These cannons going to help defend against any sort of counter drops that we're going to be seeing.
Oh, the Terran's dropping.
Cryan, actually, here we go. Cryan will be.
He has cannons in his mineral line though. So.
Marauders
And the pylon saw it.
So, of course, those Marauders will be able to
I
deal with
don't
that
think
cannon,
Phil
but
saw
that
it,
cannon's
though.
going to allow time for PhotoSynth to warp in units back there, and it's going to be crucial. And look at this, 63 to 33. The longer Cryan sits here and waits, the worse it's going to get for him.